We'll look to see what's on the menu other than the stuffed turkey that you'll be feasting on. And if you do, choke on the stuffing, why don't you? If you choose otherwise, and perhaps that will lead you to make better decisions while shopping on Black Friday with the $100 million that Nick's correct score triple header, triple NFL header on Thursday feast day. The lineup when we come back. We won't waste another minute. We know you got things to stuff in a turkey and more things to stuff in the oven before you stuff yourself unconscious. Dre's picks. Chicago to cover 3 points and snap a 5-game losing streak that started back on October 17th when they hosted the Packers in week 6. He looks no further than Andy Dalton as he picks the Bears against the struggling Lions. Dallas Cowboys have what it takes to beat the Raiders, especially at AT&T Stadium, but Vegas has the potential to surprise, and it's probably the reason Dre is going with the total over in this game. He also sees the Bills in New Orleans to go total over. Nick has correct scores, as mentioned. 100 million to 1 odds. He comes with correct scores. Take it for what you will. The Bears 24, Lions 14, which pays 20,000 to 1. When we were looking up the Cowboys Raiders game, we weren't able to find a correct score of 31 to 20. So the best close thing, or the next best close thing, or the next best close thing, tongue twister for some of us, was a 31 to 21 correct score, but he has it at 31 to 20. Nonetheless, we will add that up. The Bills 28 to 24 was also not available in the correct score market, but 28 to 20 was, giving you odds on a 100 to 1 return. 100 million to 1 return. Just $1 would earn Nick $100 million. Just one. But let's look at it with a sportscasting lens. We see that Nick has the Bears to cover the spread and stay under the 41.5 total line set by Vegas. He also has Dallas to cover and for the total to be just under 51.5. He goes all out with the Bills to win but not cover the spread and for the total to be over 45 points. And that pays almost 10 to 1. A bit more realistic, we can all agree. Benny does not believe in Detroit. Chicago is Benny's pick. He also has Dallas and the Bills all money line. Legend has it that Benny is still on the way to the studio. We'll see him at last when he arrives to said destination. Kickoff times, Eastern Standard Time, 12:30 at Ford Stadium, 4:30 at AT&T Stadium, and 7 p.m. scheduled kickoff in New Orleans. My picks, well, Detroit on one hand, just recently snapped a what it seemed like an endless losing streak, but they did so with sending the game to extra time in which they lost. So did they really snap a losing streak? Who am I to answer that question? Perhaps the Lions are trying to set records in their own way. And unfortunately for the fans, it's without a win dating back to December 13th of 2020. December 13th. That was not a Friday, was it? No. The Lions won last on December 6th, beating none other than the Bears at Soldier Field in round 13 of the 2021 NFL season. The Lions last won at Ford Field back over a year ago on November 15th of 2020, round 10 against the Washington football team, who finished fourth in the NFC last season. Bears are currently 15th in the NFC and will remain 15th even if they don't get the W as they come to Ford Field to play the Lions, who sit bottom last in 16th place of the NFC. The Cowboys will likely win, but since the Raiders will make a game of this to make better of their 5-5 record, plus 7.5 for the Raiders is my pick. Has a feel for a game of the day candidate. Has what it takes to be the most likely entertaining game of the day. Between the two games, if you're late for one and not necessarily planning to watch something at dinner time, right? The 3:30 game is perfect. You sit back, watch the game. Everybody else sets the table, does the cooking. You know, just kind of how I would picture a perfect day. Bills to bounce back and cover. Josh Allen to get the job done against the 5-5 Saints in New Orleans is how I would close the day. Follow us at SL Sportscast. You can follow myself at Zeno_Crown. This was a NFL Week 11 Thursday triple header preview. Thanks for tuning in. Something like a sportscast. See you on the flip side.